you all this morning?
We are all right.
Okay.
What about you?
Okay, I'm here. I am here. Just get a connection.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're checking. We don't want it to get to
yeah,
that. They're checking here.
yeah. Because it's not easy. We are
Mm.
our brothers and our sisters, and we don't want that to happen, eh?
Right,
We
exactly.
want that to happen. Yes. So you have a good day, my dear.
All right,
All
you as
right.
well.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Yeah. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye.
Yes.
All right, so in relation to in relation to what Serena is mentioning, or she mentioned, it's there is a free HPV DNA testing at several health facilities. So it's at the Levi Latham Health Complex, the Barley Smart Health Center, the Bookman Polyclinic, the Belay Healthcare Center, the Calico Healthcare Center, Stubbs Polyclinic, Sandy Bay Healthcare Center, and the Georgetown Smart Health Center. All right, so for women out there, and it is advocated, well, women between the ages of 30 and 60, you can uh, go to any of these centers.
The thing is sticking a bit here, but I'm going to play.
Four
Boy.
kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like
All right. So that was just a short clip of Steph Curry's wife, Aisha Curry. She was doing an interview, and the person asked her if she always wanted this life. And for those who don't know Steph Curry, he is a basketball player, an American basketball player, right? So this was his wife at an interview. And the interviewer asked her, well, is this the life you always wanted? Is this what you always imagined for yourself? And she said, not really. I actually didn't want to get married. I did not want to have kids. I thought I was going to be a career girl. I was going to, do these things, do these things. And she said a bunch of other things as well. And I think she alluded to the fact that perhaps her husband doesn't really understand her enough. He tries, but he doesn't really understand her enough. And boy, oh boy, did people go after her. Most persons um, came at her in defense of Steph Curry. I even saw people posting and reposting and saying, pray for Steph Curry. And a lot of persons are of the opinion that she is being ungrateful because she is the wife of one of the biggest basketball stars. She has businesses. She has 4 children, even though she said she didn't want any children. and she seems to be living what people would think a happy life. She has everything. She has it all. I mean, come on. What are you talking about? So people were bashing her. They really attacked her, thinking she was very ungrateful for thinking like that. And some persons say you could give a woman the world and she will always find this and she will always find that. And I just want to know if you share that same opinion. Do you think that Aisha Curry was being ungrateful when she mentioned she didn't actually want to get married? She had other plans. This really wasn't the plan that she had for herself. And she did not say that she is unhappy. She just answered the question and said, nah, this isn't really the life that I had envisioned. Do you think she's being ungrateful, or is it okay for her to express her feelings? Lisa, what do you think?
All right. So I mean, Aisha Curry, every time she does interviews, she tends to always be put on blast, right? Persons are always critiquing her for what she's saying. And maybe the funny thing is that maybe she is just speaking her truth, right? And I don't want to believe that what she says in the media is not stuff that her husband doesn't already know. All right. So the use of the word ungrateful, I think, is a little bit interesting, which is weird for me. Because it's okay for a woman who is married to a successful man to feel as though she within her own self, she is not successful, right? Because of the fact that she may have had plans of her own. But there are times when a woman who gets married to a man who is successful, that her dreams and her goals have to go by the wayside, especially if children get involved. And maybe this is what happened with her. Now, given that her children might be a little bit older, is it a case where it's too late for her to probably pursue the things that she wants to pursue? Who knows, right? But I think that there are some women who, and I probably might end up finding myself being like one of those women who, my husband's success is not my success, right? Being proud of your husband's accomplishments or being proud of the man who he is or the person who is recognized to be in society is one thing. But his success and his accomplishments don't extend to so much to my personal life in terms of what I've accomplished. To me, I've always said marriage is not an accomplishment, right? Marriage is a life experience, a shared life experience, but it by itself, it's not an accomplishment. So for a woman who may have her own goals or who may have had her own goals and her own dreams, it would be a challenge for her if she is just only referred to as Mrs. Steph Curry or Mrs. this or Mrs. that. I don't know if self-accomplished. So I want to stand in it, and people just find a way to critique her every time she speaks. Kojo, good morning.
Good morning. I think when I read that thing, I think that thing was so stupid with some people. Excuse me, when you're small, when you're young, you have plans, you have dreams. Sometimes those things that you think about when you're young come true. You want it happens. A lot of the times what you had in your head when you're young coming up, don't happen. Very lucky sometimes people hit this spot and get it exactly where they wanted in life. People go to school and study to be this and study to be that. When they come out, they realize, boy, this is not really what I wanted. No, but don't spend 4 years studying this thing, spend so much money. So you just stick with it until you could do better. The woman said when she was younger, before she had any children, this is what she had in mind. This is how she envisioned her life. What's so hard for you to understand that? She ain't saying that. She's saying that, oh, since she met Corey, she had these things, and Corey stopped. She don't have them things. And because Corey come basketball play, they've been together since they were kids, So that means she and Corey don't talk about how they going to get through life. Because Corey wasn't sure because he was a skinny little boy. I'm sorry to say boy, skinny little man. And he wasn't sure how successful he would have been in the basket. So that means they had to have plans, right? They both of them had to sit down and say, well, we've been together since high school, college, we still together. If I make it in the basketball world, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what you're going to do. I'm quite sure they had conversations. Because when you when you're in a relationship for that, like making plans of your life. Because she expressed what she felt when she was 16, 17. So now she's 30 something. Oh, she should be saying it. You asked me a question what I envisioned my life would have been if it wasn't for this. And that's what I answer. But everybody not catch she or she shouldn't say so. She shouldn't do that. Yeah. Great. I'm grateful to who and a lot to let me just see. Some of these things is even him going into the yes skills, but happen to you. You some let's go in people life, people don't realize like luck works time. Because if I don't wrong when you have to I, from the court like, and they could spend 300 or Dianna said that even though I envision what my life is going to be. So people need to just change it. I tell you, people just go around some people for some silly and stupid things. I'm telling you the truth. I can't understand me.
All right, thanks.
Okay, I'm glad that one of the first persons to respond there was a male. Thank you, Kojo, for that call. I share the same opinion as Roleza and Kojo. I was really, really upset at the fact that they were lashing out at her like this, and I figured some of the reasons is because they love Steph Curry, and because he's somebody they love. Whoever everybody else is supposed to love him, and she's supposed to glorify him. And it seems that some are saying she should have just kept quiet, so she should not speak her truth just so she can continue to make her husband look good, because they figured she was making him look bad and things like that. But I am in agreement. She could have wanted something different. It's okay for her to say what she wanted, and it's still okay for her to appreciate the life that she has now.
And let me just say this finally as well. It's not even just a woman who's married to a rich person. I think that there are many women who get married to successful men. They oftentimes are the ones who have to give up on their dreams. When they get married, they're the ones who are, it's expected that they give up on their dreams, right? And, they always say behind a successful man is a woman who was there supporting him, but supporting him to what end? Supporting him to what end in terms of no longer being able to recognize herself as an individual, So it's not just about a rich man or a woman being married to a rich man, but there are just everyday women who find themselves having to give up their goals and their dreams on account of love or on account of children entering the picture. So, sometimes we just need to do a little bit more thoughts in terms of this whole concept of love. And let me leave it there.
And as you said, teach your daughters marriage is not an accomplishment. Okay. That should not be the ultimate goal. That should not be what they're aiming for. I don't want our ladies to become lost in the lives of their husbands, because they are individuals too. And I think with that, we will head out here. And in just a few minutes, we'll have for you our foreign policy. And we are supposed to be conducting an interview this morning with some of the Miss SVG contestants. It